Want to speak real Italian from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ItalianPod101.com.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Daisy. Mi chiamo Daisy. And in this video we're going to talk about what happens in August in Italy. Agosto in Italia. Agosto in Italia. So August is agosto, il mese di agosto, the month of August. August in Italy is known to be the month of rest, il mese di riposo. Il mese di riposo. Basically because it's super hot, so everyone is just with no energy to do anything. And in fact, this is when companies close and their lavoratori, their employees, their workers have their days off. Not only days off, it's really called ferie. So it's the paid leave for vacation. It has to be at least 2 weeks, 2 settimane di ferie. And if it's a company that closes like altogether, so there's no working hours and no business in that period, it's usually the 2 central weeks of August, le 2 settimane centrali di agosto. Of course, then it depends. If it's a business that goes on all year around, then you take shifts and turns with your colleagues. But in general, I'd say that August is when people slow down and stop. And why the 2 central weeks of August? Not only because it's supposed to be the hottest time of the year, also because it changes year by year, but because there is Ferragosto. Ferragosto is the 15th of August, so just mid-summer, 15 di agosto. It comes from the Roman period, actually. In fact, it's Ferie Augustus. So the ferias, as I said before, is the period of rest given by Augustus, the emperor. So not the month, but the emperor, which, by the way, gives the name to the month. It celebrated the end of agricultural works, so la fine dei lavori agricoli. In fact, people back then stopped to use animals for work, and they put flowers, for example, on horses and donkeys in order to celebrate. Some cities still do that. In fact, you can find a lot of pali and festivals in general, especially in Siena. They do that the 16th of August. Actually, it's said that historical Ferragosto was the 1st of August, but then it was moved to the 15th because the church wanted to combine the 2 things, one being the Ferie Augustus and the second one the Assumption of Holy Mary, l'Assunzione di Maria. L'Assunzione di Maria. Beside the reason why people celebrate, the thing is that we do celebrate the 15th of August, usually with picnics, so pranzo al sacco, which literally means lunch in a bag. In fact, it's packed lunch. It's interesting to notice that this is the only time that we tend to go outside instead of being inside, like when we do for Christmas or Easter, for example. So it's common to have either, as I was saying, a picnic or a barbecue, una grigliata. Also, almost everyone is gonna have anguria, watermelon, anguria. Where do you go to celebrate Ferragosto? It could be anywhere, so you either go to the mountains, to the countryside, to the sea. The thing is, everyone is going somewhere. In fact, it's even called l'esodo di Ferragosto. Ferragosto's exodus. Esodo. And that's when we get read bollettino stradale rosso. So a red traffic notice, meaning that traffic information and the bollettino is what we call news, says that it's going to be super crowded, super packed, so everyone has their own strategies to fight this exodus, like people departing the 14th or even the 13th, like it depends what day of the week it is, right? It's not only people that celebrate. I was always saying before, some cities organize stuff. Of course, you can find a lot of fuochi d'artificio, fireworks, also notti bianche, literally white nights, So people don't sleep and have shops open all day, especially at the seaside, all day and all night. Or historical parades, cortei storici. Cortei storici. Not only Ferragosto, but August in general is a great chance for hiking, escursioni in montagna, or just camminate in montagna, walking, passeggiate. It's another way to say walking, while passeggiata is like slowly and mostly flat. Camminata could be up on a hill, while escursione is just like really hiking. Anyway, just being outside in the nature. Of course, a lot of people go to the seaside, al mare, but piscine, pools are especially crowded in the city, because for people that cannot take leaves or don't travel in general, they go to their city's pools. Piscine comunali, for example. City hall piscine. City hall pools. In fact, the weather is really hot, usually 35 and above in cities at least. Therefore, you could find shops closing, even if not for the whole day, just like, between 12 and 4, what you would call la siesta, even though it's not an Italian word. It's very humid, molto umido, and for this reason it's very common to find thunderstorms, tempeste, and even grandinate, which is a storm with ice, okay, so hailstorm, which are becoming a problem for agricultural work, but also for cars actually, because they get damaged by the grandine. In general, August it's gonna be crowded, so affollato in tourist spots because it's high season, alta stagione, while you could find some cities that are usually packed with workers almost empty. That also means though that there's not a lot to see, usually. So if you had the chance to come to Italy in another month, I would suggest either June or July or September, because August tends to be either really hot or really crowded. But of course, there are plenty of things to enjoy if you can come only in August as well. Let me know in the comments what you usually do on the 15th of August, even if you didn't know it was Ferragosto for us. And if you want to learn even more about Italian culture and language and daily conversation, just click the link in the description and download our PDF lessons. I see you soon. Thank you for watching. Ciao ciao. Bye bye.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.